What can I pawn for quick cash? 15 valuable items you may already own. Welcome everyone to findpawnshops.com, a directory website for local pawn shops and businesses that purchase gold, coins, silver, and other things that you could get some quick cash for. So let's dive right into it. But actually, you know what? Before we begin, you can also go sell it here, upload some pictures, and see if your stuff's worth some money. Anyhow, here we go. So first of all, gold jewelry, right? So it is the most in-demand item at a pawn shop, gold. And you could have like broken jewelry, broken chains. What they'll do is look specifically at the gold content and the weight and then make you an offer. Okay. Now the second would be silver, right? Silver jewelry and coins. So be careful. Some coins are worth more than others. So if you do your research, great. But silver coins is also not a bad idea. Smartphones. So when we're talking about smartphones, primarily we're looking at the high-end phones, right? Like if you have the latest iPhone. So don't bring an antique that's 5 years old. You're looking for things that are new and in demand, right? And if you bring original accessories with, let's say, your brand new smartphone or iPad, whatever, that definitely helps. Now, which goes to laptop and tablets. Again, primarily new stuff like MacBooks, Microsoft Surface devices, gaming laptops, new stuff, not old stuff. Power tools, right? That's also a big one. So a lot of shops do take power tools. Gaming consoles. So this one, do be careful with this one, but like Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo. Again, if it's new, cool. But interesting thing about gaming consoles, if you have an old one, maybe like a Sega Genesis or a Super Nintendo, you also might get a decent offer. For flat screen TVs, not all flat screen TVs are made equal, right? Some are better than others. So if you have 4K resolution, great, good. You know, that's probably worth a lot more than something that's big and bulky and heavy. It still looks like a flat screen, but from 5-10 years ago, it's not going to get you much. Luxury watches usually go for high dollar, right? Whether it's a Rolex or a Omega. So watches are not a bad one. That's number 8. Musical instruments, that does vary, but some shops do take musical instruments. So when it comes to firearms, that's going to be based on a state. Not all pawn shops may have the ability to purchase a firearm. Again, there's certain legal things that are tied to this, so you got to check your state for laws. For example, in California, you might not be able to do that, but you never know. You got to check directly with the pawn shop. Now, designer handbags and accessories, again, if you got the real stuff, not the fake stuff, usually provides a good dollar, right? So if you have real Chanel, Gucci, Prada, Louis Vuitton, great, right? That's something to get you some quick cash. Collectible trading cards, right? Let me give you an example, like the Pokemon, but we're talking the original Pokemon cards, like something out of the 90s, right? That's usually going to land you a much better quick cash deal than something new. Vintage and antique items, again, that depends if the pawn shop that you're going to has the knowledge to make a good offer on some of these things. And the big question is, does this have historical or collectible value, right? That's when we're talking about vintage antique items. So high-end sunglasses also, for example, Ray-Ban or Oakley, Prada. I mean, they might not fetch as much as electronics, but when in good condition, sure, they might get you some quick cash. Now, when we're looking at cameras and photography equipment, we're talking about like the new DSLR stuff. Older vintage stuff might get you some money, but again, it's the newer stuff that usually pays more. Now, if you want to know more and get some more tips, again, here's some more stuff. This is part of pawnshops.com, findpawnshops.com. You could read more here. But I hope that this helps you out. And remember, again, if you're looking to sell some stuff, you could go to findpawnshops.com, click sell it here, upload some pictures, and if I have a buyer or someone who's interested, they'll reach out to you. So with that said, I hope that this helps you out. Again, what can I pawn for quick cash? 15 valuable items you may already own. Everyone, thank you so much. You have a wonderful day.